1 Corinthians 4, verse 14. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you.
So we're out here to warn our people, not to shame them, because at one point we didn't know either. How you doing, sis?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Bridget.
Bridget? Nice to meet you. I'm Uriah.
Alright.
So her and her boyfriend was just going over
Yeah, we were just briefly talking about the Aztecs.
the Aztec people, how we all are family.
So, yes,
There you go.
the Aztecs, they make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay.
Well, what is your father? Because there's a few things we got to deal with what you said. Number one, you said your boyfriend.
Right.
You won't find that in the Bible anywhere.
Right.
That we have boyfriends and girlfriends.
Right.
You know what I want, Hebrews
Right.
13:4. You won't find that anywhere in the Bible. What you will find is a foundation for nation building.
Right.
The things that solve so many problems in our communities. Don't worry about that. Our people are foolish sometimes, sister.
Trust me, I know.
Read what you got.
Hebrews 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Did that say that boyfriend and girlfriend is honorable?
Marriage is honorable in all.
I said marriage is honorable and all. Because what happens when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
I mean, that's not like meaning that you're bound as one. No.
No, but what happens?
You're pretty much courting. I don't know.
What do you and your boyfriend do? Y'all hold hands?
Yeah.
Y'all kiss?
Yeah.
Y'all lay down together?
Yeah.
Is that what the Bible tells us to do?
I don't know.
Because courting, there's something different between courting and dating. Courting, you're not touching one another.
Okay.
You're getting to know one another to see, is this person going to be profitable for me to make it into the kingdom with them together?
Right.
Because that's the biggest investment you're ever going to make. It's also the biggest gamble. Because you got to prove this person. You got to see, not test the waters, not test them out, but prove them to see what their mind is like.
Okay.
See if I really do like this person. Because yeah, sex is going to confuse everything. I enjoy the sex, so I must enjoy this person.
Right.
But that's going to wear off. It says marriage is honorable in all. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
So whatever y'all do when you are married, the bed is undefiled. What happens between you and your husband, that's between you and your husband. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. There's a judgment. That's why you have STDs. That's why you have baby mamas. That's why you have people getting killed for sleeping with somebody else outside of their wife. These things happen because marriage is honorable.
Okay.
Not boyfriend, girlfriend. Not sowing your royal oats with however many women you can, testing out the waters, putting miles on our sisters. That's not, because it's a spirit, there's something spiritual behind that. The flesh, two people become one, joined together. So marriage is honorable. Give me, go to Leviticus, what is that, 29, 18 I think it is, where it says not to prostitute your daughter. 1929. So listen to this, sis. This is why dating, all that, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be teaching our children to do that. We shouldn't be letting them go to proms. We shouldn't let them have boyfriends, girlfriends, because these things are not written in the Bible. The Bible is our constitution.
Right.
The Bible is our instruction manual.
Right.
Sis, when you bought that car, what did it come with? A manual on how to operate it, right?
Right.
That's exactly what the Bible is for us.
That's right.
It is our manual to operate. It is our instructions. It is the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God gave to Israel and no other nation on this earth.
That's right.
Read.
Leviticus 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
To cause her to be a whore. Because when you date, naturally things are going to happen, right? You're going to want to be intimate with this person. But the laws of God say no. Prove a friend first. See what this person's really about. Because they might just be trying to get in your pants. And as soon as they get in your pants, see you. As soon as you're pregnant, well, I didn't like her anyway. She on her own. That's why we got baby mamas out here. That's why we call each other baby daddies, baby mamas. You won't find that term in the Bible. That is not honorable. But marriage is. Read.
Lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
That leads to wickedness, sis. Look at the conditions that we're in. This one law solves so many problems within our community.
Right.
Now our sons don't grow up and look for gangs because they have the father figure in the house guiding them in the law, statutes, and commandments. Give me that at Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Now we have families. We don't have baby mama. So now the man takes care of the household. Now our women always have that hedge of protection. Now the man is guiding the women in the family in the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Now the land doesn't fall into wickedness.
Right.
Now our brothers aren't killing each other over a girl. Sisters aren't killing their husbands because they got a side chick. So there's no more murders. Now we get rid of the generational curses that are passed down. Now the trauma ends because we start following the Bible.
Right.
Because that trauma that we had in slavery is still passed down.
Right.
It's passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. Why? Because we never dealt with it. Why? Because we're not coming back to our heritage.
Bring it out.
But these laws, statutes, and commandments, when we start following them, then God starts looking at us like we're his children. Then God starts putting us to the test. Because how do you purify gold, sis?
Build it down, I would think. Build it down.
Okay, so what do you got to do? What do you have to do? You have to heat it up for it to melt, right? So God is going to heat you up a little bit to get those impurities out of you. Because gold has zinc in it. It has iron in it. It has different things that aren't as valuable as that gold, right? So now the Most High is going to turn the heat up on you and see if you're going to apply his laws. That's what makes you more precious than gold.
Right.
Read that, Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
Deuteronomy 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Thou shalt teach them diligently to thy children when you are married, when you have a husband. Read.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
So at all times you're going to teach these laws to your children, to your wife. The man is going to rule his household, and he's going to rule it well under the laws, statutes, and commandments that God gave him. So you also talked about the 12 tribes of Israel. You talked about the Aztecs, right?
Just speaking briefly on the Aztecs.
Okay, so what is your father? Give me numbers 1 and 18.
As far as
Nationality. What would he put on a job application as his nationality?
black.
Black? Can you take me to the land of black? Can you take me to the land of Africa American? So black is just the color on the crayon box. And then African American is 2 Italian explorers. Rio Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. We don't come from that. 2 white people can't make a black man.
Right.
2 white men, so-called white men, cannot make a black man, an Israelite man. So you are what your father is. Because if I take an apple seed and I plant it right here, sis, what's going to grow up? If I take that same seed and I plant it in China, what's going to grow up? An apple tree. It might look a little bit different because of the ground that nurtured it, right? Same thing with us.
Right.
The man carries the seed, right? He plants it in his wife, a woman, right? She nurtures it and it comes up. So it's going to be exactly what the seed was, right? Read.
Numbers 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the 2nd month. And they declared their pedigrees.
What's a pedigree, sister? And what's your name again? I'm sorry.
It's
Bridget. What's a pedigree, Bridget? It's a lineage or bloodline. Because when they talk about dogs, a pedigree, it's a bloodline. Read.
They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. So there's no such thing as being mixed with God.
Right.
You are what your father is. There's no, I'm a mutt. I got a little bit of Indian in me. I got a little bit of black in me. You know, my great-great-grandmother was from Brazil. And you know, I got a little Spanish. There ain't none of that.
Right.
You are what your father is. And he passes down that bloodline. So you come from the tribe of Judah. The same tribe that Christ came from. You have royal blood flowing through your veins.
Right.
You've never been taught that. You are royalty. You are a princess of the Most High God. And that's what we're out here to show our people. That we are the Israelites, that Christ is a black man according to the scriptures, an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, and that we have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is why we're in the conditions that we're in. Because what is the only time when we call on God, sis? When we going through something, right? You know what I want. Hosea, hold what you got in Hosea 5:15. So the only time that we call on God is when we're going through something. God, if you get me out of this one, I'll never do it again. But then we right back doing it the next week, right? God knows what he created. So this is what God said about us.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
So this is the Most High God. He said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. Till they acknowledge what's going on with them.
Okay.
Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
And seek my face. Seek me. Seek my laws, statutes, and commandments, which I have given them from the beginning of time. Come back to them. Start following them. Start applying them into their lives. Because it doesn't do us any good just to know the laws of God. We have to apply them.
Right.
If you knew better, you would do better. We got to know and apply. We got to know and do. All right?
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.